Well, it's seen temperatures above 42 degrees Celsius, and in Villeneuve in France, temperatures there topping 40 degrees.
Well, let's go now to Granada in southern Spain, which has also been hit by the extreme heat. And we can speak to Molly Sears Piccavey, who's a tour operator there. Just give us a sense right now, Molly, of what kind of temperatures you've got there in Granada.
Good morning. I think it's around 30 degrees right now. It's 9:20, and overnight it's not gone below 22 here in Granada.
Gosh, and how typical would that be for this time of year?
It's fiercer than normal. So usually we would have cooler evenings at this time of year.
So you're used to operating in hot temperatures. You've been over there a number of years now, but what I suspect is that people back here in the UK don't yet quite know what's going to hit them when we hit the late 30s, possibly up to 40 in parts of the country. Can you just give us an idea of what it's like to be in that kind of heat?
Yeah, it's not quite the same when you've got carpets. Yeah, here in Spain, there's a lot of things that you can do. They seem small things and they may not seem important, but they really are. So wearing natural fibres like cotton, linen and silk, wearing a hat, hydrating. I mean, you have to have cold water, like a flask on you at all times. It's small things, walking in the shade, parking your car in the shade. Yeah, there's so many small gestures. Even the food you choose to eat. We don't tend to eat a lot of cooked food right now. Salads, cold soups, very high water content foods like cucumber, watermelon. And also the time you eat. We tend not to eat dinner until really late, and dinner's very light. At lunch, of course, after lunch you have the siesta. You stay indoors, you keep cool. All of the curtains and blinds are closed around now, 10 o'clock in the morning. We close everything down, shut the windows, get all the blinds down, basically living in the dark throughout the day, and then don't open up until 10:30 at night.
And you say actually even just planning your day is a bit like a military operation to make sure you don't get caught out, is that right?
That's totally correct. I mean, I leave the house with my flask of water. I have a hand fan, like a Spanish fan. I have my hat. I have a spray for my face. And I'm always checking everything in my bag before I leave. Because I lead groups, I have a food tour in Granada, and it's bad because the food tour is actually at 6 p.m, which is the hottest part of the day almost in southern Spain. So I have to take care of other people who aren't used to the heat. So yeah, it is, all the small details make a big difference.
And actually, and this sounds like a kind of basic one, but really important, that you just have to slow down. Everything is at a slightly slower pace. You can't live quite as frantically as you might do in cooler climates.
Yeah, I'm a very kind of active person, so I'm normally rushing around and have quite a dynamic lifestyle, but when it's like this hot, you tend to walk slowly, very measuredly, walk in the shade. Maybe I take a street that is actually further distance, but because it's in the shade, I'll choose that one over somewhere that's walking in the sunshine that's shorter. So yeah, you really have to consider every movement, every action you do, and how it's going to impact it. It's survival. I mean, it literally is survival with these temperatures. We have 41 degrees every day for the next 6 days, and minimums of 22 to 24 overnight.
That's really, really helpful to get that insight from you. Thank you very much, Molly. Best of luck to you, working in those extreme temperatures as well. Molly Sears Piccavey. And actually, what she says there about your whole mentality changing. And what I would say is, at least for us here in the UK, it's a couple of days of extreme hot weather, and then actually the temperature drops off quite significantly. But of course in Spain, as she was saying there, they're looking at these temperatures, for quite some time.